In 2025, Bangladesh is facing its deepest crisis in over a decade. The interim government, led by Muhammad Yunus after the removal of Sheikh Hasina in 2024, has failed to stabilize the nation. The result? Economic collapse, social unrest, and rising fear. Once a South Asian success story, Bangladesh's economy is now in free fall. GDP growth has dropped from 6.1% in 2023 to barely 2.3% in 2025. Inflation has soared past 12%, with food prices hitting the poor the hardest. Foreign reserves have fallen from $33 billion to just $14.5 billion, raising fears of national bankruptcy. Over 2 million garment workers face layoffs. Youth unemployment has surged past 28%, and remittances have dropped sharply. Thousands of skilled workers are leaving for Malaysia, the Middle East and Europe, triggering a dangerous brain drain. Law and order have collapsed. In just 6 months, police recorded nearly 2,000 murders, a 26% rise from last year. Mob justice has spiraled out of control. 637 people were lynched in the past year, compared to just 51 in 2023. Citizens now fear both criminals and the state. Each month, an average of 43 corpses are pulled from rivers, many never identified. Bangladesh is sliding into lawlessness. Religious minorities are under attack. Hindu homes and temples have been vandalized, Christians threatened, indigenous groups displaced. At least 40 extremist-led attacks were recorded in the first half of 2025 alone. Islamist militancy is resurging, fueled by government inaction. Women face mounting risks. In just 6 months of 2025, over 4,200 cases of rape and assault were recorded, including 650 gang rapes. Child rape has risen by nearly 75%. The state has failed to provide protection, justice, or even basic accountability. The judiciary has been turned into a political weapon. More than 500,000 citizens have been implicated in mass cases, most of them unnamed, allowing the state to arrest anyone at will. Opposition leaders, students, labor activists, and journalists are behind bars. Courts deny bail, enforce draconian laws, and silence dissent. Security forces have embraced extrajudicial killings as a weapon of control. Since mid-2024, more than 650 people have been killed in so-called crossfire operations. 44 officers were granted immunity, while hundreds of honest ones were purged. Enforced disappearances remain rampant, with activists and journalists vanishing without a trace. Bangladesh is at a crossroads. Economic collapse, rising violence, and systemic repression have created a nation in decline. But recovery is still possible. The only path forward is free, fair, and inclusive elections, where all parties can participate under a neutral framework. Without accountability and democracy, instability will only deepen. With them, Bangladesh can rebuild trust, stability, and hope. Bangladesh's future depends on justice, democracy, and the will of its people.